Mamwe mamaria tukuhaririirie ni ati
we had an incident whereby one of my officer, Michael Kialo, he shot himself.
Afitha wa borithi kwihura njirogi na gucoka kwiruta muoyo agikwirwo kuhurana na kuguraria mutumia wake.
It is time for Africa to champion a new vision to transform climate action into green climate positive growth.
President William Ruto kwereria bunge ya bururi wa Congo na kuriambikite ishira ria nduku ithatu.
Nimeweka mswanda wa maandamano pale bungeni. I want to ask the Speaker of the National Assembly.
Mubunge wa mbere ya Rugongo Geoffrey rukunikitie ritana kuri speaker o hamwe na bunge iguru rigi watho ria mbikite wa guthigicira mirurungano guothe bururi-ini. Haya, mwiroreri hu Muthingi TV gatho cia mwanya ndiria ndiragutigire muthenya wa ira ndirakwirire ati giathi kia nguha ni gutuna koguo ni ngunduka ni gugumenyithie maria mari ku thiini ria iriku ya mohoro ni muhuko wakwa ati muthenya waku ni iragutwarithia wega na ni ndagiuka ni gugumenyithie maria andikitwo mohoro magitinda magitwaririirie na makiria maria mathiete na mbere na kuyumiria kuma ituri itiganite guothe bururi-ini guku ni ku Muthingi TV turakumemerekeria na njira ya imwe kwa imwe nio live transmission kuma guku mucii munene wa Kenya Nairobi gugwitikira kwani na ithu kuri mwana wa Facebook ni @Muthingi TV kuri mwana wa YouTube ni @Muthingi TV bijini ya kuongereta mundu kiumbe ni Kariuki wa Nduati wana watu tigira ndomere ya kuguhe ko ni tugukorwo tukimiamukira tukenjiriria mohoro maitu ni ati afitha umwe wa borithi na uria uikaine ta Michael Kialo ni arikitie kwihura njirogi na kwiruta muoyo na makiria ari ceceni-ini kana ari nyumba-ini yake ni riri ceceni-ini ya maafitha a Bondo kuringana na kamanda wa borithi na uria urugamirire gicigo kiu na uria uikaine ta Ibrahim Kosi ni atariirie ati ni makoretwo na ngui cia kiro hamwe na mutumia wake na riu kana thutha handu ha gukorwo o magitha cia kana mahurana na undu uyu afitha uyu acungiririo kuoya kana kuoya mushinga wake na gucoka kwihura njirogi agicoka kwiruta muoyo report hiyo.
I am the Sub-County Police Commander Bondo. This morning it was unfortunate. We had an incident whereby one of my officer, Michael Kialo, he shot himself. He was issued with a rifle, got to proceed for work, but before that he returned to his house, whereby he picked some quarrel with his wife, and which resulted in shooting his wife and himself. Although he died from the shot, but fortunately the wife was injured, and we rushed her to the hospital. She's now under she's getting medical attention here at Bondo District Hospital. So we have started the investigation. So we have commenced the investigation. Then after investigation, we'll be able to have the full details of what transpired. You know, it is now we don't have exactly what happened because it was just a cool officer, a good officer. So we don't know what happened. This is why we have commenced the investigation, and we shall, by the end of the day, we shall be able to know what happened.
Haya, tugithina mbere ni ati runake mutongoria wa bururi Ndagitari William Samoei Ruto ni arikitie kwambika ishira riake na makiria kuria bururi-ini wa Congo na kuria gete na kanya ga kwaraniria na bunge ya bururi ucio na kuria thiete na mbere na guthinyiriria maundu matiganite hindi ya kigumano kia hamwe na kiria yitanitwo hamwe. Riu President William Ruto ni athiete na mbere na kuria bunge metikire kunyitanira ri gutigirira ati ni magacirithia maria maturigiciirie guko akiuga ati bururi kana guko akiuga gitaro kia Africa ni kimwe gia gitaro kiria kiuikaine muno na makiria kumanagia na indo iria gikoragwo gikiruta mabururi mothe 20 kana mabururi mothe maria mari gitaro-ini giki mangenyi kũnyitana no makorwo makĩkana no makorwo magĩteithĩrĩria na njĩra nene harĩ gũtigĩrĩra atĩ nĩ twahũrana na marĩa matũrigicĩirie na njĩra ĩmwe nĩ gũtigĩrĩra atĩ nĩ mahanda mĩtĩ na njĩra nene. Gũkĩrĩ ũguo, President William Ruto nĩ athiĩte na mbere na kuga atĩ no mũhaka mabũrũri kana bũrũri wa Kenya ũnyitanĩre oro hamwe na bũrũri ũcio nĩguo gũtigĩrĩra atĩ nĩ gwethwo visa ĩmwe ĩrĩa gũtigĩrĩra atĩ gũthiĩ kuma bũrũri wa Kenya gũthiĩ nginyanagia bũrũri-inĩ wa Congo no wahũthio.
African countries are spending more on debt service than other expenditure, including public services, including health, including education, including provision of water. We have reached the point where debt and well-being are mutually exclusive, and this is a matter of fundamental justice. These economic and financial challenges associated with climate change keep pushing African governments into greater macroeconomic instability and closer to debt distress. Low and middle-income countries are now contending with a conditional fiscal burden of trying to recover from increasingly frequent and high-cost climate crisis. And I want to ask you as members of parliament to work with us to reform the Africa Union, to give it voice, to give it structure that is going to make sure that Africa speaks in the language that is understood, with clarity on our issues, so that we can drive our agenda, grow our trade, and make sure Africa moves forward. I think we have a 0.2% tax that is supposed to be levied in our countries. We want to ask every country to live up to that commitment so that we can support the Africa Union. Otherwise, if we allow the Africa Union to be supported by others, we run the risk of Africa Union being controlled by those who pay for it. We also need to facilitate trade by making it possible for business people to be able to transact their goods, their services, without the unnecessary complications in changing currencies. That is why we want the Pan-African payment system that is going to assist African business people to be able to trade and move goods and services better.
Ucio nĩ President William Samoei Ruto kĩgomano-inĩ kĩrĩa kĩragĩthiĩ na mbere kũrĩa bũrũri-inĩ wa Congo na kĩrĩa arĩ kĩa ndukũ ithatũ gĩa gũtigĩrĩra atĩ nĩ macira maũndũ matiganĩte gũkorwo gĩthiĩ na mbere na gũthĩnĩria ũhoro wĩgiĩ gũthĩgĩcĩra marĩa matũrigicĩirie. Tũthiĩ na mbere nao ekwĩrwo atatũ na arĩa arĩ hamwe na Alex Ochogo, Real Nyakario oro hamwe na Priska Nyakerio na arĩa manyitĩrĩte itemi gũtigĩrĩra nĩ matabania njama ya gũkũra icagi-inĩ maitho Deba kana mweri wa Gatumu mwaka-inĩ mũhĩtũku rĩu nĩ marĩkĩtie gũkinyio igoti-inĩ na gũkĩonekana marĩ na mahĩtia na makĩria thitango cia gũcokia kũringana na mũcirithania ũrĩa ũĩkaine kana wa igoti rĩa gĩthĩni ũrĩa ũĩkaine ta Christine Ogweno nĩ athiĩte na mbere na kuga atĩ atatũ acio megũthiĩ na mbere gũikio Kenya kana gũikara Kenya ũguo akiuga cira wao ũgakorwo rĩu ũgĩtuithanio tarĩki 21 mweri-inĩ ũyũ mwaka-inĩ ũyũ wa 2023.
Last year, going by this evidence, the two only became aware of the commission of the offense after it was completed by the first accused person. Section 20, subsection 1C, on the other hand, provides that every person who aids or abets another in committing the offense is deemed to have taken part in committing the offense and to be guilty of the offense and may be charged with actually committing it. Aiding and abetting means to assist in the commission of a crime or to be an accomplice. The Court of Appeal in John Ouma Awino and another versus Republic held that the elements of the offense have been variously expressed, but encompass proof that the person knew that his acts would assist the commission of the crime by the perpetrator, or so that a victim impact statement, a social inquiry report, together with a pre-sentencing report to be filed will come back for sentence hearing on 21st of July this year at 10 a.m. The victim, together with the victim's caregiver, may attend proceedings if they so elect.
Githiri na mbere ni ati nake kana kurumirira mirurungano ya kurire gitafanio muthenya wa ira ni mutongoria wa kiama kia Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition igitongorio ni Raila Amolo Odinga ri mubunge wa mbere ya Rũgongo Geoffrey Ruko ni athiete kana ni ugite ati riu ni gutamania ndereti na makiria nyumba-ini ya iciriro itemini ria gutigirira ati ni magathika mawatho maria megutigirira nimo marirumagiriro hindi ya gutafania mirurungano na makiria itemini ria gutigirira ati indo cia muingi itina kuruikia na ngwa kiria hindi igongona ria gutuga arutwo thukuru-ini wa Kiambu the Primary School ni athiete na mbere na kuga ati njira imwe ya gutigirira ati thirikari ni yagie na uigithiriki na makiria wathani-ini wayo ni gutigirira ati mirurungano iratafanio na makiria ni honge itiganite ni akorwo ya thayo no endetia guthukangia indo cia muingi.
And demonstrations which we are seeing today in different towns in the Republic of Kenya is because they are leaders who have been in government, in unshake government, and they destroyed the economy of the Republic of Kenya. Through edible oils, leaders who constructed policies which they ended up buying companies like Bidco and Menegai. And because the government of William Samoei Ruto has come up with the policy of ensuring the prices of edible oils have gone down, that is why we have maandamano and demonstrations in our towns today. It's not because of democracy. It's not because of human rights. It's not because of high cost of living. It is because they are businessmen who have been in government, in senior positions, in last government, and now their business are not doing good as they used to do. I want to ask the Speaker of the National Assembly and the Committee of Justice and Legal Affairs of Parliament to fast-track as quickly as possible. When we go back to Parliament on 25th of July, we start debating that bill in Parliament so that it can become law as soon as possible. We regulate the way the demonstrations are done in the Republic of Kenya. Demonstrations are supposed to be peaceful. They are not supposed to destroy property. They are not supposed to roll the inconvenience any other person kuendesha biashara yake kwa njia yoyote. Watu wamegonjeka waweze kufika hospitalini, juu kuna transport system. Watu ambaye wanataka kwenda kufanya biashara waende wafanye biashara na wewe uandamane. That is what our constitution envisages.
Maya mukite kana mubunge ucio kuretwo kiruta muho wake kurumirira kana gukorwa kirumirira mirurungano ya tafanirio ni ngwataniro ya Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition muthenya wa ire gitongori ni Raila Odinga kuma kiharo-ini gia Kamukunji na guria marari na itanya haria gutigira ni maingira mucini munene wa Kenya Nairobi. Gukirio Odinga yugite ati ni gutigira ati ni ambia mihango ya kurogota thaini iri ari kana iri gutemera milioni 10 gwa kahinda ka kiumia kimwe, guko akiuga ati muthenya wa gatatu kiumia giukite ni megukora magithii na mbere na mirurungano ino. Twambe tuikirie no tukihurukane twahudukana riboti makiria koguo ndugetikire guthiora mitambo.
Hihi ni ukoretwo githumburwa ni mwiri kana ugathenio ni murimu ta arthritis, gutengera gwa thakame, murimu wa cukari ona kana hihi kwaga hinya wa undurume? kuiba maguru na guturagwo ni mugongo, urito mukiru, mwere kunogerera na mirimu ingi mingi. Riu tiga kumaka ringi amu ithwe AG Nutrition International Company niturakurehera kihonia.
Hamari twajitagwo Milka Jerry Wairogo kuma kwa kambuni ya AG Nutrition de mutaramu wa mirire miega. Kuria kambuni yo ngoretwo ngiteithia andu kuringana na mathina mao ma mwiri ta murimu ta arthritis, murimu ta diabetes, murimu ta high blood pressure na mirimu ingi mingi. Ni ngoretwo ngiteithia andu through supplements citu iria ngoragwo nacio ngamateithiriria na ngamahe kihonia kia mathina maria menamo.
Kwa uhoro makiria araniria na ithwe kuhetukira kifugu mugwanja kifugu imwe ithathatu mugwanja igiri kenda kenda na no tucerere wabici-ini citu mwena wa Githurai 45 Mag Muguga, wabici-ini ya Kayole ona kana Manyanja Business Center. AG Nutrition International Company, feel better, look better, live better.
Infinity Park ni moya kambuni nene iria iri barabara-ini ya Eastern Bypass na yakitwo na njira ya kiriu ikihe onjoria mweke wa kuruta biashara o hamwe na kambuni cia indo ngurani. Infinity Industrial Park ni maheanaga motungata mekuranĩire na makinyanĩire maikiro itiganĩte oro hamwe na bara njaramu o wega, ceceni ya borithi, thibitari na matuka na maria moikaine ta malls, oho na ceceni ya ukui wa ngari cia muingi. Na to uguo tu, Infinity Industrial Park ugiteri ni mugacirithia o wega kuona kwina arangeri aria mathiurukaga mathaa mothe na kamera cia thiri cia CCTV, mai, canteen na handu ha mwanya ha kuhuruka. Kwina fiber optic cable, njira cia kuonereria giko kana siwa, na thitima ni cia 3 phase, koguo kambuni yaku ndĩngĩgĩa na thĩna wa ũnyihu wa thitima. Mweke ni uyu na no wigithie guku Infinity Park na thogora mubashirire o wega wa ciringi 3,569 o futi miena yothe. Tucerere biashara-ini itu Eastern Bypass kana twandikire email kugerera infinityindustrialpark.com. Kambuni ya wigithia na wendia wa ng'ondu ya Mizizi Africa Homes ni kambuni ikuranĩire na njĩra nene. Nituheanaga motungata ma gĩkĩro kĩa igũrũ ma wigithia hamwe na wĩgwatĩri wa nyũmba na thogora mũbacĩrĩre. Na rĩu nĩtũrugũrĩtie tabarĩra ya mwanya bustani ya Mizizi mwena wa Malindi, kũndũ kũhoreru na kũndũ gũkuhĩ na taũni ya Malindi. Mũgũnda ũyũ ũrĩ kũndũ gũkuhĩrĩirie motungata ma mũingĩ ta mathukuru, mathibitari, kwĩna thitima, maĩ maingĩ kinyanagia ma kũrĩma, barabara njega cia rami na kũndũ ũgitĩri ũgacĩrithĩtio na gĩkĩro kĩa igũrũ. Ũrĩ na mweke wa gũkenera ũkengu wa iria, mĩkawa mĩnene ya kĩmabũrũri hamwe na iharo cia ndege. Thiĩ ritaya ya tene ũtekũgiĩka na wĩhurĩrie buroti ya mũigana wa either na ciringi 99,000 na ina ready title deed, na ningĩ no ũgĩe deposit ya gĩcunjĩ kĩa 50 na cici ingĩ ũrĩhe kahora gwa kahinda ka mĩeri 6. Kũhoro makĩria tũhũrĩre thimũ kũgerera namba 0207992215 ona twandĩkĩre WhatsApp nĩ ũgĩbogwo 722112215 kana ndũmĩrĩri kũrĩ rũrenda www.miziziafricahomes.com ona kana email kũrĩ info@miziziafricahomes.com. Wabici citũ ciĩ mwena wa Westlands, Watamu Court Room 3, kũng'ethanĩra na Sarit Center. Mizizi Africa Homes, together building a solid nation. Haya, mwiroreri wa Muthingi TV nitwacokereria ngatho cia mwanya ni guthii na mbere na kurumanira hamwe na ithuĩ ngĩkũmenyithia na makĩria maria marikuo thiini iria iriku ya mohoro riu tugithina mbere ni ati na watongoria kuma ngwataniro Azimio One Kenya Coalition na makimatongoretio ni gavana wa kaunti ya Kakamega Wycliffe Oparanya Eugene Wamalwa ni maratongoririe arumiriria ngwataniro ino gutigirira ati ni makorwo makiambika mirurungano ya kuregana na utongoria na makiria wa President William Samoei Ruto na uria uretetio ni Raila Odinga na uria ari mutongoria wa ngwataniro ino thengia maya mothe ri watongoria ni mathiite na mbere na kuga ati ni meguthi na mbere na kwambika micemanio ino itemini ria gutetia utongoria wa President William Ruto.
Leo tumesema tuna devolve mambo ya maandamano kutoka Nairobi kwenda kila pembe ya Kenya. Hivi sasa baba Kunji na wale sema eti maandamano ni ya Wajaluo tu kwa Kisumu na Kibera. Lakini leo tunataka Ruto ajue maandamano iko Kenya yote. Ruto aende asiende. Ruto aende asiende. Ruto. Tumekuja hapa kuanzisha rasmi kusanya sahihi. Sasa kwa nyumbani. Mnasikia? Tunataka sahihi milioni 10 ile itawezekana kwenda nyumbani.
Kenya Kwanza inaumiza wananchi. Wamepeleka mswada kule bungeni ya kuongeza ushuru, na bei ya kila kitu inaenda juu. Bei ya sukari juu, juu, bei ya mafuta juu, bei ya kiberiti. Umeona juzi hii mswada ya kusumbua wananchi ya finance bill ilikuwa kule bunge. Kwa hii kaunti yote Vihiga, wabunge wenyu ambao mlichagua waliwaweka kando, wakaamua kufuata mambo ya Ruto.
Nimeshangaa sana ambapo tulikuwa tunachukua ile memorandum yetu tunapeleka kwa DC hapa Shinyalu. Kitu ambacho tumekutana nacho ni tear gas. Mimi niko na shangaa maandamano ambayo ni ya amani. Sijui kwa nini inageuka kuwa ya fujo na tear gas kupigwa. Hii ni kusema kwamba wananchi tena hawana yao ya kikatiba.
Na hili serikali yetu. Hili serikali. Mafuta iko wapi? Chakula iko wapi? Gharama ya school fees wapi?
Tugithina mbere wa Muthingi TV mucirithania wa hoteli murukune kaunti-ini ya Kiambu ngite ati kwirwa aria ni hamwe na maabitha nene aria maeriga kana meriga kwaithia tuna ya kumaruturura ngo kiganda-ini wikane brown cheese tigukorwo kana meguthi na mbere na kuhoria ucuru ya muthenya wa Jumatatu kiumia giukite kuria ihoya ria uriria marageretie gukorwo magikeria mucirithano ria kwenda kurekererio na bodi rirakorirwo rikiregana nayo na kana barakorirwo akiregana nayo mamokite riri na cihonge itiganite cia guthaitira na makiria gutetera ihoto cia tumia irarunganite itemini ria gukorwo magia undu uyu cira wao wathikiririo kiumia giukite.
PM. This court will require time to go through the submissions by the prosecution counsel and the defense counsel before delivering a ruling. The court shall therefore deliver a ruling on the application on the 10th of July, that's on Monday, at 2 p.m. Both suspects will remain in custody at Tigoni Police Station.
I was able to bring the same file today. It's time to talk to the aggrieved party, the staff members. I talked to them well after the nemesis because tempers were a bit high. I'm going through that kind of traumatizing ordeal. I calmed them down and promised appropriate action. For a period of 14 days, but somebody came to allow investigation of the.
So you wanted
exact.
You wanted 14, some sold and replaced 7?
In your evidence before this court, you want. So, how many?
I want to tell among the decisions of the old DPP.
In the seed application, Chief Inspector Felix Mutua, who is the investigating officer, has sworn an affidavit. Felix Mutua has sworn an affidavit that is dated 7th July 2020.
Tugithina mbere magera na makiria kothi cia urigitani thukuru-ini wa kimathomo wa KMTC kaunti-ini ya Isiolo riu mari na gikeno kana mari na o gitumi giothe gia gukorwo magikena na gucangarara kuona ati kiraniro kia ukenere na marakorirwo merirwo riu ni kirakinyaniire maya mokite thutha munini wa governor kaunti-ini ino no riu keneta James Lowesa gukorwo akinyita itemi igongona-ini ria kuhingura nyumba ciao cia gukomwo na makira iria iri na rumu makiria 224 gukiri uguo ni mugite ati namba kunyitanira na thari imini ria gutigiria thukuru ino ni meyukiriria kimathomo thengia ya murito maria mathiete na mbere na kugumana na thukuru uyu.
KMTC today is 96 years old. The KMTC campus where we are was started in 2016.
As a county, I want to assure MTC and all the students that will offer all support, whether materially, either management-wise, to ensure that you get what's required in your environment, in the compound, in the campus, and also within the hospital. As a county, we know we'll support you where possible. And as the CEC Health, we have to ensure that this hospital has all the right personnel, all the right departments, and all the right specialists to ensure that you get the best.
We are also grateful, Your Excellency, for being open to supporting this institution further in terms of infrastructure, in terms of supply of water, in terms of human resources for health.
Support in terms of human resource, infrastructure, and supplies have really enhanced our performance as a campus.
Your Excellency, the coexistence of KMTC here and the ability of students to learn here is because the hospital has provided this campus with clinical attachment areas.
Smile, good.
Aya na tugetirihania ati governor wa kaunti ya Kakamega Ferdinand Barazani arikitie kuruguria thibitari nini ya Mutaka nirigwite ati ni guteithiriria makiria kurigita mamilioni ma andu na aria makoretwo makiaga utungata wa ugima wa mwiri uko githina mbere na kugate ni ambikite mitaratara ya gutigirira niyo no akorwo kiukiriria.
Hapa pia tuko naye mheshimiwa mama wetu mpendwa.
Immediately after this commissioning, mambo ya matibabu tunaenda hapa kwa karibu. Mradi huu umetugharimu shilingi milioni 8 na vile MCA ameomba. Tuko na shamba hapa, nimeona kuna shamba kubwa. Tunaenda kununua shamba ili tufanye expansion ya hiyo hospitali. Sababu agenda yetu kubwa ni kuleta maendeleo karibu na wananchi. Ndiposa tukasema lazima hiyo yetu tumalize kwa haraka. Pia niko na furaha kwa sababu tumeta equipment and in the next 2 months tunaenda kununua madawa ambayo tutaleta hapa.
Wameteseka kwa muda bila hospitali. Wakitaka kutibiwa wamekuwa wanaenda Shichingi, wavuke mto, wanaenda sijui wapi, lakini umewaokoa.
Sisi tutatembea na wewe, hatuna shaka yoyote, tunapenda, hatuna mambo na wewe, tutakupea support.
Nataka nichukue nafasi ni kuombe. Tuko na hospitali ya miaka mingi sana kule Miaraho East. Inaitwa Sabane Health Center. Nataka iwe hospitali kama hii ya Shibwe na iwe hospitali kama ya Ego.
Haya, gatho cia mwanya na riboti iyo ni gukorwo igitutihira mohoro maitu maitharire. Gatho cia mwanya ni ari othe makorwo magikinyaniria mutamburuko uyu na gitio kinene kuria mwena wa Facebook. Ndora mundu mugwito Timurugi Job akiuga ati after long haki kwa Baby Sagini imepatikana. Nake mundu gwito wa Ndia akiarĩria uhoro wigie mirurungano ino. Mundu gwito wa Itherero wa Njoroge akiuga ati kana onake agithii na mbere na kuruta muhwa wake iguru rigie mirurungano. Mundu gwito wa Diorige akiuga ati after I saw Baby Sagini story I've not yet recovered. Akiuga ugi akiuga justice for Baby Sagini. Mundu gwito Alexis Chiko akiuga eloked kuma kuria mwena wa Kafete. Thegio muno mundu gwito George Gugi akiuga kuma kuria mwena wa Ndia kondani sana. Thank you very much. Ni andu ari othe makorwo magikinyaniria mutamburuko uyu au niho gukorwo ngikira gaturumo mohoro maitu maitharire. Gatho cia mwanya ni tucemanie wona cihanda wega thaa imwe ni cia hwaini kirina bena ukumenyithia maria mari ku thiini iria irikuo ya mohoro guku ni kwa Muthingi TV iria kwa ni Kariuki wa Nduati.